Like these. Yeah. Come on.
I really hope we're not going to have to take the truck back. I don't even know how that would work.
Please don't crash my truck.
What I am trying to do is say I love you.
There's Kona ice. No, I like ice cream. Oh yeah, of course you like ice cream. What? Why are we seeing ice cream?
No. You're talking 180 to 200 miles sustained. Yeah.
We are going to test drive this. It is a 2012 Ford Super Duty Power Stroke Lariat maybe. So it's diesel. So I've learned Power Stroke means diesel. The kids are in there sounding like they're getting into some sort of trouble. It does have a cracked windshield, which the dealer said they would fix before I picked it up, of course. What do you think? It's really tall. It's hot in here, huh? We're gonna test drive it. That's where Daddy went to go. We're sitting in the truck and waiting for him to come back with the keys. We didn't want to haul ourselves there, but oh, it's hot. Oh, I got my hair. So in this truck, you don't need car seats, huh? Just kidding. Daddy's getting the car seats.
I can't believe we might actually get in here.
Oh, well, we don't know.
Awesome.
You think so? I mean, it does have a few little things, but it's for a used vehicle. You're going to have a couple of those. Goodbye to the van. Alright, so it's a few days later. It's actually Thursday, and everything has been going well with the truck. I have officially driven it now.
Please don't crash my truck.
I was really nervous because it is huge. And we actually ordered side rails, like step-ups that are supposed to be coming today because it doesn't have any on it, and I literally have to like crawl into it. But anyway, so when we bought the truck, it was on Monday, which was Labor Day, and he said that everything was fine with the financing stuff through the credit union, but that it just wasn't like official because it was a holiday and they weren't open. So that was fine. He said it wasn't a big deal. Everything was fine. So fast forward to today on Thursday, and a little bit ago my husband got a phone call from the dealership saying that the credit union that we got the loan from called and said that they actually denied our loan, and that it was showing that we had two mortgages. And basically it was showing our house and there 2 times, which obviously would make them say like, whoa, they've got too much going on. But then they went ahead and ran it again and saw, oh, that was an error. It's kind of windy. I hope it's not too bad. Clearly that was an error. And now they think maybe we can get a better interest rate, so that part would be good. But they're still like trying to figure it out. So my husband's all concerned that they are going to try to come back and say, no, we can't have financing, and now we don't really know how that would work. I don't think that's the case at all. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Okay. So it's 2 o'clock and we finally heard from them. And it has something to do, I think, with our self-employment, with working through VIP Kid. And they want our Schedule C, which we didn't file a Schedule C. We filed a CEZ. I don't know. I guess I just don't understand, because they gave us the truck already, and they already gave us our interest rate, and like we've already paid for registration. We've already given them our van, and then now we're having to prove stuff to be financed for the credit union. I don't know. So I don't quite understand what's going on. I really hope we're not going to have to take the truck back. I don't even know how that would work. Okay. So it's now like 2:30, and apparently the issue is on our taxes. There's an error, but obviously the IRS didn't have a problem with our tax return because they accepted it, and they seemed to have no problem figuring out how to charge him for his portion of the taxes. So now the credit union went from saying, oh, you might actually qualify for a lower interest rate, to now they don't want to finance us. Not because of our financial situation or any of that, but because they can't connect the correct incomes or something. So really, I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't want them to keep running our credit because I have really good credit. I also don't want them to now make this a reason to just hand us off to any lender that's going to give us a high interest rate, because we're not interested in that. I don't know. The good news is the side rails of the truck have arrived. I did not realize, I mean, I guess I knew it was going to be a long box, but the box is huge. The bad news is basically what's going on is we were pre-approved for a loan enough that they let us bring the truck home, and they took our trade-in and everything like that, gave us our rate, gave us our monthly payment, gave us our final payoff amount, all of that jazz. And when they went to finalize the loan, the credit union had a problem. They decided they didn't want to do the financing. Now that we've gotten the correct forms for them so that it's the way they wanted to see it, they still decided they don't want to mess with it. So now our options, now I feel like we're kind of stuck, and it feels a little fishy to me, and I don't know if it's fishy from the dealer, from the lender, if it's just kind of a weird thing that just rarely happens. But now our options seem to be to take this other loan that's at a slightly higher interest rate, which doesn't feel right to me. It feels a little sketchy because, like, what other option are we supposed to have? Like, they don't have our van anymore, and we've already given that to them and financed this other truck, and so now it feels like we're forced into any loan they say they want to give us. I don't know. It feels a little fishy. In better news, we have these to install on a truck that we may or may not get to keep. It's probably going to be a little windy. So in case it was too windy earlier when we were talking, after all is said and done today, all of that craziness of, okay, are they going to tell us that we either have to choose a really high interest rate, or are we going to have to figure out a way to get the truck back and do something different or find some more different financing? I don't know. We were a little confused as to what was going on. They called, and now suddenly not only were we financed, but we now have a lower interest rate. So we're going to go ahead and put these huge side rails on, or step rails. Is that what they're called? Step rails?
They actually have another name, but I can't remember it now.
Step rails. Step guards.
They're called, like, what's it called?
I don't know. Step rails.
Daddy's working.
Daddy's working.
Step away. Stop.
You're grumpy.
I'll thumbs down every video.
Daddy, what are you doing on the truck?
It says, select two 10mm clip nuts. Insert clip nuts one at a time into the rectangular opening and slide the threaded hole towards the rounded hole. What? That doesn't even make sense.
You have black on your face. You haven't even been helping with the truck. And by we, I mean Matt, is almost finished putting the, what did you call them?
Running boards.
Running boards, but that's not what you called them. You called them like
Nerf bars.
Nerf bars. I don't think
Nerf
that's.
bars are like the circle ones, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. We are truck newbies, so whatever the we'll call them step rails.
They're called running boards.
Running boards. Okay, I guess we're gonna call them running boards. But he's almost done putting on one side of them, and then we're gonna call it a night and go in and make some dinner. But it might have been too windy earlier when we were talking. Little neighbor boy's looking in our trash can for some reason. I don't know. We must have some exciting trash.